Welcome, darlings, to another fabulous episode of Morning Joan. I'm your host, Joan, and I'm so glad you're joining me today. We've got a piping hot cup of tea to spill, and it's all about the one and only Tim Burton. You know, a genius of the macabre has been teasing us with his latest project, and we can't get enough of it. According to Forbes, Tim Burton is working on a new animated project. Yes, you heard that right, animated. The man who brought us the iconic stop-motion classics like Vincent, The Nightmare Before Christmas, Corpse Bride, and Frankenweenie is back at it again. Now I know what you're thinking. Joan, what's the tea? Well, let me tell you, Tim Burton hasn't revealed too much just yet, but he did mention that he's working on something exciting. And by exciting, I mean it's going to be a masterpiece because, well, it's Tim Burton. The question on everyone's mind is, what style of animation will he be using? Will it be stop motion again? Only time will tell, but I'm betting my designer heels that it'll be something truly spectacular. And speaking of spectacular, have you seen the latest exhibition, Tim Burton's Labyrinth in Mexico City? It's a must-see, darlings. The man's creativity knows no bounds, and this exhibit is proof of that. Now, before we dive deeper into the world of Tim Burton, let's take a quick break. But don't worry, we'll be right back with more tea on Morning Joan. We've got the latest scoop on Wednesday Season 2, starring the talented Jenna Ortega, and so much more. So grab your coffee, get comfy, and stay tuned for all the juicy gossip and entertainment news. We'll be right back with more tea on Morning Joan. Welcome back to Morning Joan, darlings. I hope you're all refreshed and ready for our next segment. Today we're shining the spotlight on a truly inspiring initiative that's making waves in the music industry. Grammy-award-winning Nigerian Alte singer Tems is launching Leading the Vibe, a program dedicated to bridging the gender gap in music by empowering young African women to pursue careers in the creative aspects of the industry. Can we talk? The music industry has always been a bit of a boys' club, and it's about time someone like Tems came along to shake things up. With her own journey as an autodidact, from singing in classrooms to frequenting the music room at Dowen College, Tems is the perfect example of how talent and determination can take you far. And now she's paying it forward by creating a platform for other young women to follow in her footsteps. Face it, darling, the numbers are staggering. Women are grossly underrepresented in the music industry, and it's not just about the artists themselves, but also the producers, songwriters, and behind-the-scenes professionals who make the magic happen. That's why Tems' initiative is so crucial. It's providing a safe space for women to learn, grow, and connect with each other and industry experts. Trust me on this, Tems is not just talking the talk, she's walking the walk. With collaborations with everyone from Rihanna to Drake, she's proven herself to be a force to be reckoned with in the music world. And now, she's using her platform to amplify the voices of other women and create a more level playing field. The Leading the Vibe initiative is set to take place in Lagos on August 8 and 9. With workshops, masterclasses, and panel discussions that will give attendees access to distinguished figures in the music industry. And the best part? Applications are now open until July 13th, so if you're a young African woman looking to break into the industry, don't miss out on this opportunity. Please. This is exactly what the music industry needs: more women, more diversity, and more talent. So, let's all raise a glass to Tems and her team for making this happen. It's time to lead the vibe, ladies. Stay tuned for today's last cup of tea right here on Morning Joan. Welcome back to Morning Joan, everyone. We're closing out today's show with some sad news from the world of sports. I'm sure many of you will remember Lyndon Pound Byers, the former Boston Bruins player, who later became a radio personality. Sadly, Pound passed away on July 4th at the age of 61. Now I know what you're thinking. Another celebrity passing, but let me tell you, this one hits close to home for many in the sports world. Byers was a fan favorite during his 9 seasons with the Bruins, and his rugged rough-and-tumble style on the ice made him a beloved figure in Boston. And who can forget his iconic mustache? I mean, that thing was almost as famous as he was. But Lalby's impact went far beyond his playing career. He spent 25 years as a local radio personality, entertaining audiences with his quick wit and boisterous voice. I've had the pleasure of listening to him on the air, and let me tell you, the man could make you laugh like nobody's business. Now, I'm not going to sugarcoat it. Palm was a bit of a roughneck on the ice. He had over 1,000 penalty minutes in his NAL career, which is no small feat. But that was all part of his charm, right? He was a true original, and his passing leaves a void in the sports world. The Bruins organization released a statement saying that Baum became a true Bostonian, and that they'll miss him dearly. And I think that says it all. He may have been from Canada originally, but he became a part of the fabric of Boston, and his legacy will live on through the countless fans he entertained over the years. So let's take a moment to remember Palms, his larger-than-life personality, his infectious laugh, and of course, that incredible mustache. He may be gone, but he'll never be forgotten. And with that, it's time to wrap up today's show. I want to thank all of you for tuning in and sharing your thoughts with us. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our podcast. We've got new episodes coming out every week, and you won't want to miss them. That's all for today's Morning Joan. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. And until next time, stay fabulous.